Have you ever wondered how a few words can change your thinking, awaken your sense of purpose, and lead to results you never dreamed possible? Imagine starting every morning with absolute clarity, boundless energy, and the certainty that you were created to achieve extraordinary things. Napoleon Hill, the man who spent decades studying the world's most successful people, from titans like Andrew Carnegie to geniuses like Thomas Edison, understood that success is not an accident. It's the result of training your mind to believe in your greatness before the world realizes it. Today, we're going to look at 7 affirmations that embody his philosophy. Phrases that not only inspire you, but also motivate you to take action, create, and live with purpose. But before we go any further, I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to take control of your mind and with it your life? Because these affirmations don't work if you just listen to them. They work when you make them a part of you. Let's start with the first affirmation. I have a divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. This phrase is a decree, a reminder that you are not here to settle for less than you deserve. Napoleon Hill taught that poverty is a state of mind, not an unchangeable destiny. No one is born destined to lack. We are trapped in thoughts of limitation. When you say with conviction, I have a divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant, you are declaring to the universe that you recognize your intrinsic worth. This is not arrogance. It is aligning yourself with a deep spiritual truth. Hill believed that each of us has a divine spark within us, a connection to the source of unlimited abundance. Repeating this affirmation awakens that spark, reminding yourself that you were created to evolve, grow, and live a fulfilling life. Say it every morning with an open heart, envisioning a life in which prosperity flows to you without resistance. Because when your mind acknowledges that you deserve better, your actions begin to reflect that belief. Second statement, everything I need is already within me. Think about that for a moment. How many times have you felt like you needed more to move forward? More money, more experience, more approval? Napoleon Hill shattered that idea with a powerful truth. Success is not a function of what you have on the outside, but of what you recognize on the inside. This phrase is a declaration of mental independence. You don't have to wait for circumstances to be perfect. Everything you need to succeed already lives within you. Your creativity, your resilience, your ability to make decisions. Hill said that a person who knows what he or she wants is already halfway there. By repeating the phrase, everything I need is already within me, you train your mind to trust its inner resources, to stop making excuses, and to start finding solutions. Say it forcefully, as if challenging the world. I don't need permission. I don't need more. I already have it. Feel how this confidence frees you from doubt and encourages you to act with confidence. The third affirmation is, I'm in complete harmony with the energy of God and the universe. Napoleon Hill was not just talking about material goals. He understood that true success comes from a deep spiritual connection. This phrase is a reminder that you are not alone and have never been alone. You are part of a cosmic order supported by a higher power that is guiding you toward your goal. Hill taught that the mind focused on a higher purpose is invincible. When you say, I am in complete harmony with the energy of God and the universe, you are attuning your frequency to abundance, peace, and clarity. This is not just a phrase, it is an act of vibrational alignment. Imagine your life as a river. When you flow in harmony, everything comes together. When you resist, you create turbulence. Repeat this affirmation quietly, with gratitude, feeling yourself connecting with something greater than yourself. Because when your soul is at peace, your decisions become clearer and the path to your goals becomes brighter. Fourth affirmation. Today, I act with discipline, courage, and focus. This is where Napoleon Hill's philosophy meets action. He said that knowledge only becomes power when it is organized into a plan and executed with determination. This phrase is a call to get up each day as if it is a battle you are destined to win. Discipline is doing what you know you must do even when you don't feel like it. Courage is moving forward even when fear tells you to stop. Focus on your goal, ignoring distractions. Hill taught that success is a series of daily decisions, and this affirmation reminds you that today is the day to make decisions. Say it forcefully, as if you are declaring your commitment. Today I act with discipline, courage, and focus. See yourself facing your challenges with determination, without excuses, and without backing down. Because every action you take intentionally brings you one step closer to the life you dream of. Affirmation 5. My thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big. This is one of Napoleon Hill's most revolutionary ideas. He wrote that, "You become what you think about most of the time. Your thoughts are not just ideas, they are the architects of your destiny." When you repeat, "My thoughts create my reality. I choose to think big," you take control of that creative process. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about choosing to focus on possibilities. Hill said that the mind is like a magnet. It attracts what it holds most strongly. If you think in terms of limitations, you will find them. If you think greatness, greatness will come. Say this phrase boldly, especially when doubts creep in. Say it as a challenge. I choose to think big. And then act as if you are already living that big dream. Because if you think big, your actions will be big, and your results will be limitless. Affirmation number 6. I am destined for great things. Greatness is within me. Napoleon Hill believed that every person carries the seed of greatness within them, but it only blossoms when it is recognized and nurtured. This phrase is not about ego, it is about purpose. You are not here to go unnoticed and settle for a modest life. You are here to make your mark and create something inspiring. Hill said that in every adversity there is an equal opportunity, and that opportunity is your ability to shine. When you say, I am destined for great things, greatness is within me. You are awakening to your true self, the one that is sometimes buried under doubt or criticism. Say it with pride and conviction. Greatness is within me. Visualize your wildest dreams and pursue them as if they are already yours. Because greatness is not something you look for outside yourself. It is something you have within you. It's something that you already have inside you. Affirmation number 7. Every day my faith is stronger than my fear. Fear is universal, but Napoleon Hill taught that it is not invincible. Faith, when cultivated, is far more powerful. This phrase does not eliminate fear, it transforms it into fuel. By saying, every day my faith is stronger than my fear, you are training your spirit to choose trust over doubt and hope over discouragement. Hill wrote that faith is the starting point of all achievement, and this affirmation reminds you that even if you don't have all the answers, you have the power to take the next step. Say it with conviction, especially in difficult times. My faith is stronger than my fear. Feel how this truth lifts you up, gives you clarity, and propels you forward no matter what the obstacles. If you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe. It's free and you have no excuses. Join this community of people who, just like you, are looking to apply Napoleon Hill's wisdom to change their lives. Come on, show me you're ready to be part of this movement. Now that you know these 7 affirmations, I want you to make them your own. These are not just words, they are the keys to unlocking an unstoppable mind. Napoleon Hill didn't just talk about success. He studied the greatest minds of his time and discovered that they all had one habit in common. They controlled their thoughts intentionally. These affirmations are your way to develop that habit. Write them down in a notebook, tape them to your mirror, record them on your phone, but most of all, live them. Every time you repeat them, do so with emotion, with faith, with the certainty that you are sowing the seeds of your future. Why are these affirmations so powerful? Because, as Napoleon Hill said, the subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you repeat an idea with emotional intensity, your subconscious accepts it as truth and begins to work on making it a reality. It's like programming a GPS. You give it a precise address, and it finds the way. These affirmations are your clear direction, but here's the key fact. It's not enough to just say them. Hill insisted that self-suggestion must be accompanied by action. Each affirmation is a commitment to yourself to move toward your goals, to get out of your comfort zone, to become the creator of your destiny. How can you integrate these affirmations into your daily life? Imagine it's Monday morning. Before you get into a rut, take 5 minutes. Sit in a quiet place, take a deep breath, and begin. I have a divine right to be prosperous, happy, and abundant. Let the words settle, allowing them to resonate within you. Move on to the next. Everything I need is already within me. Take your time. Imagine what each phrase means to you. Napoleon Hill recommended repeating affirmations with emotion, as emotion is the fuel that makes them powerful. If you do this every day, you will begin to notice changes. More confidence, more clarity, more decisiveness in your actions. But don't just say it. Hill taught that success is the result of a clear plan and consistent action. After you say your affirmations, write down 3 things you will do that day to move you closer to your goals. They can be small, like reading, a chapter of a book, or big, like starting a project. The key is to take action. Hill said that action is the bridge between your dreams and reality. Without that bridge, your affirmations are just words. With that bridge, they become an unstoppable force. Let's talk about long-term impact. Napoleon Hill studied more than 500 successful people for 20 years and found that they all had one thing in common: a goal-oriented mindset. They weren't smarter or more talented. They simply learned to focus their thoughts on what they wanted, not what they feared. By repeating these affirmations, you adopt this mindset. You train your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to find solutions where others see problems. And the best part, you don't have to be a genius to do it. You just need commitment. Imagine you want to start a business but are held back by fear of failure. Every morning when you say, every day my faith is stronger than my fear, you are weakening the voice that tells you you can't. By repeating, today I act with discipline, courage, and focus, you are giving yourself the push to take the first step, perhaps to research a market or connect with a mentor. Hill noted that success doesn't happen overnight, but rather in small, consistent steps. Each affirmation is a step, and each action reinforces that step. Science backs this up. Although Napoleon Hill didn't use the term, what he called auto-suggestion is related to neuroplasticity. Your brain adapts based on the stimuli it receives. When you repeat affirmations with emotion and pair them with actions, you create new neural pathways that lead you to confidence and success. Hill didn't have a modern neuroscience background, but his intuition was spot on. What you repeat with faith becomes your truth. What would happen if you repeated these affirmations for 30 days and acted on them? Imagine the consequences. You might make bolder decisions, trust yourself more, see opportunities where you once saw only obstacles. Hill said that most people fail not for lack of talent, but for lack of persistence. These affirmations are your tools to help you persevere, stay focused, and not give up when the going gets tough. But be careful. Affirmations aren't magic. Hill was clear. Belief must be accompanied by effort. If you say, I have a divine right to prosper, but don't work on your skills, you're sabotaging your progress. Each affirmation should inspire you to take action. For example, if you say, everything I need is already within me, ask yourself, what skill can I develop today? If you say, I am destined to achieve great things, define what great means to you and take steps toward it. These affirmations can be applied to any area of your life. If you want to improve your finances, I have a divine right to prosper will help you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Visualize yourself managing your finances wisely, investing in your education, and finding new sources of income. If you want to strengthen your relationships, the phrase I'm in complete alignment with the energy of God and the universe will remind you that true connections come from inner peace. And if you want to overcome fear, the phrase, every day my faith is stronger than my fear, will become your anchor. Think of someone who needs this message. Maybe it's a friend who doubts themselves, a family member who feels trapped, or even yourself in a moment of weakness. Share these affirmations with them. Write them down, record them, hand them out. Napoleon Hill didn't keep his wisdom to himself. Share it with the world, and you can do the same. Imagine the impact inspiring just one person to believe in his greatness. That's the power of his legacy. Consistency is key. Hill said that success is a habit, not a one-time event. It's not enough to repeat these statements once. Commit to doing it for 21 days. That's how long it takes to form a habit. Keep a journal to record how you feel, what changes you notice, and what actions you take. Hill recommends recording your progress Because seeing it motivates you to keep going. If at first they don't seem to work, don't despair. Your mind has been under the influence of limiting beliefs for years, and it takes time to change them. Hill taught that patience and persistence are the keys to success. When in doubt, remember, I am destined for greatness. Greatness is within me. This truth doesn't change, even if you don't feel it. Keep going, trust the process. Let me tell you a story. Hill met a young man who dreamed of becoming an entrepreneur but was stuck in a dead-end job. Hill taught him to repeat affirmations and take action every day to achieve his goal. The young man started by saying, I have the power to create my future. He spent an hour every night planning his plans. A year later, he started his first company. It wasn't an immediate success, but the habit helped him build an empire. That's what happens when you combine affirmations with action. You change your life. Think about your own story. Where are you now, and where do you want to be in a year? Hill said it all starts with a specific desire. Identify your desire. Your own business, deeper relationships, better health. These statements are your fuel, but a desire without action is just a dream. Hill taught that success requires a plan, and your plan starts with these words. There will be obstacles. Hill didn't promise an easy road. He said that adversity is opportunity in disguise. When faced with rejection or doubt, say, today I will act with discipline, courage, and focus. You are not your circumstances, you are how you respond to them. Hill said that Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. What kept you going? His mentality. Adopt that perspective and no obstacle will seem too big. Imagine your life if you lived these affirmations to the fullest. Imagine waking up with purpose, making decisions with confidence, achieving goals that seemed impossible. That life is not a fantasy. It is the result of applying the wisdom of Napoleon Hill. These affirmations are your ticket, but they only work if you apply them. Create a morning ritual. Hill urged starting the day with intention. In addition to affirmations, spend a few minutes meditating, writing down your goals, and visualizing your ideal day. Research shows that the first few hours of the day program our minds. Use this time wisely and everything will fall into place. Community is powerful. Hill believed in a chief executive, a group of people who support each other in achieving their goals. This channel is your virtual inspiration. Subscribe, comment, share. Join thousands of people who are striving to live life to the fullest. If this video inspired you, subscribe, leave a comment about which statement resonated with you, and share this post. Think long-term. Hill said we underestimate what we can accomplish in 5 years. With these affirmations, you are laying the foundation for an extraordinary future. Every day you repeat them, you are strengthening your mindset, your belief, your ability to create. That is Hill's legacy, not just to succeed, but to become the best version of yourself. Here's the challenge. For 7 days, repeat these affirmations every morning and choose specific actions that reflect them. If you say, I have a divine right to prosper, consider earning an income. If you say, today I act with discipline, courage, and focus, you're facing a challenge you've been avoiding. Stay tuned and share your successes in the comments. Hill said, success is a series of small victories, and this challenge is yours. Faith is the foundation. Hill wrote that faith is the starting point of all achievement. It is not just religious faith, it is faith in yourself, in your dreams, in the impossible. Every affirmation strengthens that faith. When you say, every day my faith grows stronger than my fear, you are declaring that you will not stop. Live that truth, and the world will open up to you. Hill wasn't just talking about personal success, he was talking about leaving a legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Inspire your family? Create a business that changes lives? These affirmations are your tool for that legacy. Hill said success isn't measured by what you accumulate, but by what you give. Use these words to show up as your best self. Napoleon Hill studied great men, but he believed that greatness is within everyone's reach. You don't have to be a millionaire. You just need a focused mind, a courageous heart, and the will to take action. These statements are your map, but the journey is yours. Remember, every morning, you can create your own reality. Hill knew it, And now you know it too. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to be someone who just dreams of success, but someone who builds it. Share this video with anyone who needs it, and let me know in the comments which affirmation you would make. Your own. See you in the next video, and until then, go live like you're already the person Napoleon Hill knew you could be. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Subscribe to receive more useful messages and comments. Declaration. If you are going to start every morning with these 7 phrases that will transform everything,